All of the new 2023 stock is just around the corner, so I thought in this video today I would explain my favourite paddle rackets for 2022. Obviously guys, I have a lot of paddle rackets. I've got an entire shop full of them. I've got all of the different brands, Knox, Adidas, Starvitemethiora, Dunlop, Head, and many more to come in the future as well. So I have quite a lot of choice of choosing different rackets, and it's very, very hard for me just to stick to one racket. I've always got to be switching them up, trying new ones out. But I've managed to get 5 that are my favourites, from sort of least used, least favourite to absolute #1 best paddle racket, my absolute favourite paddle racket of 2022. Let's go. Racket number 5 is this guy, the Royal Padel Whip Extreme. Now, I know a lot of people might be a bit like, Royal Padel, they're not the biggest brand out there, but they do have a very unique selling point with their rackets in the fact that they're all specifically designed for tennis elbow. The reason why this is at number 5 is because I've only recently really used it. I did a video explaining all the Royal Padel rackets, and this one was probably my favourite. It's super easy to use, really, really soft, ideal for tennis elbow, teardrop shape. Because I test so many different rackets, comfort is something that always stands out for me, because if it just feels nice to play with, I'm always going to like it, and that is what this one does. The surface is so rough as well, that makes it really unique. We did an open day in London recently, and a lot of people were saying how much they like this racket, so this one would come in at number 5, Royal Padel Whip Extreme. All right, next up we got the Starvitemethiora Warrior. Wow, what a racket. In terms of design, this one just looks amazing. I still can't get over just how good it really looks. I remember I just received a few of the Starvitemethiora back in, I think, April, March time, and I did a review of them on YouTube because I absolutely loved them, and then they went out of stock for a while, so I couldn't get hold of any more. Eventually I got them back in recently, and I forgot how much I love this. I did a full review on the Starvite paddle rackets. This was number 1. I've been using it in training sessions and a couple matches as well. The power and control is so good. It's very versatile. You can use it playing on the left, being super aggressive because of the power, but you can also use it playing on the right, being a bit more consistent and solid. Round shaping and control based, but because of that strong carbon, you get so much explosive power. Definitely one of my favorites for sure, but I'm really excited to see what Starvite offer next year in 2023. I don't know how they can make it look better than this. Racket number 3 is the Knox Equation. You can tell I've been using this one a lot from that disgusting grip. I used this racket for months and months back in sort of May through to July, and I made a video review on this one because I just started using it, absolutely loved it, and used it even more, and I just thought it was so good. And then I started using it in future tournaments and matches. Control and comfort is unreal on this racket, it really is. I think the design is stunning for one, got a really super shiny feel. Carbon frame, rough surface, round shape, control base, big sweet spot. We started selling a lot of these because they really hit that intermediate market. People were really happy to spend because it's only about £140. It's not like a £250 racket. The only downfall of the racket, and something I've noticed more recently as the rackets got older, is the lack of power. You don't get as much power. It's got a fiberglass surface. You're not going to get that explosive fast ball speed that you will with the higher rackets. Next, we've got the Adidas Adipower 3.1. Have some great memories with this one. I think every single year I want to find that one racket that is just super powerful because they come in useful a lot of the time. I've done the Kick Smash Challenge 100 in 1 hour. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. Kick Smash it from the back of the court. Check that one out as well. And this was always my best friend in that. So I knew if I'm doing a Kick Smash Challenge or any kind of power test. So it's a diamond shape, high sweet spot, high balance, really strong carbon material, super rough surface as well. It's not just sandpaper. It's got individual raised bumps. Amazing racket for power. If you're someone that loves to smash or wants a really powerful racket, you want to play on the left and be aggressive, this is your guy. Finally, number 1, I think genuinely, like in my opinion, I've tested so many rackets, I think this is literally one of the best rackets on the market. From my online store, this has been one of my best sellers, partly because I've been hyping this racket up a lot, but I think also Augustin Tapia and the World Padel Tour using this racket. I've used this racket so much. This was the first racket I got when all of new Knox stuff came from 2022. I loved it straight away. I've had some big wins in tournaments using this. It just has the perfect balance between power and control. For me, that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want something that's going to be 10 out of 10 power, 9 out of 10 control, or 10 out of 10 control, 9 out of 10 power. I want something that's 9.5 power and 9.5 control. So it's a teardrop shape. It uses 18K carbon, so it's super strong. Carbon frame, anti-vibration system, and a super rough surface as well. My favorite paddle racket of 2022. If you need help choosing a paddle racket, guys, remember you can always contact me for any specific advice. But yeah, I appreciate all of your guys' support, so thank you for watching.